welcome back to 843 TV at the Old Town Bluffton Inn, where we are seeing these beautiful rooms, and now we are in the Monarch room.
The Monarch room, exactly. This is one of, we have a total of 5 rooms that have these double beds, so it's a good time, or it's a good opportunity for women who may be traveling together, or someone who prefers to have 2 separate beds. We can accommodate that as well. We don't just have king rooms. That's a big question that we have from a lot of people is, do you have the double occupancy option?
Well, I love the decor because it has it now. This is more deco.
Yeah.
You know, we match.
Right.
But you know, it's really fun. That's one thing I love about the inn. Again, all the rooms have a personality, and you know, this is definitely a fun room for 2 gals who are shopping together, visiting, traveling. You know, so what do you recommend for? Well, let's say I have a friend I want to come into Bluffton. What do you suggest for them to do?
Yeah, so if you have maybe like a girls group that's coming in, we often have like a group of women that do an annual trip. We've done a lot of those here. I say start off with a fabulous lunch at the cottage because I've always enjoyed just their fresh selections, and it's a fun little walk over into Calhoun, again, the walkability from the inn. And then I say go shopping.
Of course. That's right.
You know, you can, and there's plenty of space in this room to store all of your little bags and goodies and things that you come back with. The other thing too is that sometimes people just want to come and they want to relax. So, you know, we have all these options around us, but we also have a fabulous room that's just as comfortable. We've got HBO. We have a fabulous 55-inch TV in this room, and actually in every room. So if you want to relax and enjoy the space, you can do that as well. And we have a mix of people that do both here.
I think you shared with us once before you had someone that came here to write a book.
Yes, we did. We had someone that came, and her name's Ann James, and she was doing a book that featured the Low Country, and she felt really inspired staying with us. She was supposed to stay with us for 1 night, and she ended up staying with us for like a week and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, and she wrote her book right on the front balcony where we were standing earlier. And I think that's something too, is that you feel inspired in the end with the aesthetics and the different furniture and just the different patterns and textures and things. And that's what Larry wanted to share, is he wanted to share his craftsmanship, the gold colors, the pinks throughout the inn. It's unique.
You know, it's very authentic Low Country,
Yeah.
and I think that's the other thing I want to point out. You know, this is a really safe community to be in as well. When you've done shopping and you've had all the time to rest, then you want to go out and have a nice dinner. There are great bands on the promenade right outside the gate here, so that's something to do and you can walk around, feel safe, all hours of the evening. I mean, that's something also that's important to understand for gals.
And you would think, even for our weekday travelers, that's something that we're seeing too, is that people that are maybe, you know, traveling because they're doing their little getaway after retirement and they're going through all the different states in the South, they'll come. And it's funny, but Tuesday nights are awesome at Corks. They have live bands, they have great little food and snacks and things, and excellent wine selections. It's just, you will not starve coming to Old Town Bluffton Inn.
Can you give us an idea of your rates? People are
Yeah.
probably wondering, it's beautiful, but give me an idea of what price range you offer.
Great question. That's one thing that we've really worked on, because we wanted to be able to grab all sorts of you know, travelers. And Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays we tend to have lower rates that will range anywhere from $165 up to $200 a night, which is really reasonable, especially when you think that you get that free alcoholic beverage at check-in, 1 per day per guest, and then you also have the breakfast built into that price. So there's a lot of value, I think,
And
in
the
staying
snacks,
with
don't
us.
forget that.
Oh, and the snacks, yeah, and the cookies. If we're going to talk about snacks, we got to talk about cookies. But yeah, so that would range, and then on the weekends, sometimes it's a little bit more expensive, especially if there's festivals going on. We've got the Christmas parade coming up. We have the book festival that's coming right here to Bluffton, and the seafood festival.
Right, that's
another
popular
big thing.
October, I believe.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So, and you know, like I said, in fall, it's really nice to walk the area. But our rates are fantastic, and as we move into fall, I think that we top out at $289 a night.
Which is very comparable to a resort on
Right.
Hilton Head Island. And
Oh,
we have
for
a
sure.
lot
Now
more
tell
luxury.
us about the rates too. Pardon, we talked about the rates. Talk about how we can reserve a room.
Oh yeah, great question. So we have our website, which is www.BlufftonInnSC.com. And if you're interested in learning about the rates, they're all listed on there. And as we change them, depending on occupancy, sometimes you'll see our rates be really competitive with other places in the area. And then you'll be able to also time those with different festivals that are going on and get a better idea. But you can make your reservations right on our website. We make it really convenient, and we also have a great guest services front desk. So if you have questions, or if you want to inquire about our free parking or where to park, because that seems to be, a big question is where do we park? Check-in's at 4 o'clock every day, so a lot of times people are leaving town who work in the Old Town Bluffton area. So I really can tell you that parking's not as troublesome as a lot of people think that it is.
And
So we have a little. Sorry.
Sorry, real quick as we wrap up, we've seen the rooms, we've seen the lobby, but outside and back, you've got one more great space.
Yes, yes, we have a great space. So the rooms look out from their balconies, they look out in the front, and then in the rear, we have a beautiful rear courtyard area that's grassed. And when I say that, I'm thinking right now that I want to make sure that people know, our guests know, that we are pet friendly. We have 2 rooms that we allow pets, so we have a grass space where they can take them out, let them run around. Also, you can take your dog around Old Town Bluffton Inn. A lot of our restaurants here are pet friendly. I know one right off the top of my head is the Cottage. But in our backyard courtyard area, we have seats, we have different gardenia bushes, we have hydrangeas, and we just try to make it a full experience of, feeling what it feels like to live in the South.
Yeah.
We've loved coming here again, as always, and learning about the inn, and thank you for telling us that, and thank you all for joining us on this episode of 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.